Right, down on the old Milton Lake down at Berry Hill there today, doing a bit of quiver tipping for some crucians and hopefully a couple of decent roach. And I've got a nose on a crucian right now as it happens. Always gets in there before me. Anyway, I'll do this quickly so that I can get fishing, yeah. Quorum, I've got a 10-foot quiver tip rod there, yeah, and I'm going just on a feeder. Matey in the shop tipped us off on a few bits to use. I've got some bait I'm just going to show you, and I'm just going to. This is a 2-pound hook link, size 18 hook. I'm just going to fish a double maggot on the quiver, and then for the ground bait, in the shop, Matey tipped us up on this. So I'm going to use this. I'm going to put some maggots in there with it, and then he said put a few pellets in there. And I've also got some hook links with a band on there for the little pellets as well. So if the maggots don't work, then I can flick about and see what I've got to do to get a bite. But nose onto a fish, let's quickly run over there. What's he got? He's got a tench.
He was a crucian at first, I thought it was a good one.
That's not bad, is it? Isn't it? So, finally, I had a tension and he pulled me rod in. I braced all my knees up trying to dive, get me rod. And then, second fish of the day, little crucian. Happy day.
Single maggot again, off the margin on a little float.
Yeah,
Cracker.
That is a cracker, that.
That's probably my PB roach.
Today, she's an absolute, well, she's not an absolute donkey, but £1 PB roach. Lovely. Finally, some after a 2-pounder, but a little bit of a better one's come along. £1 4 ounce. We're getting there. It's about 11 o'clock. There's still a bit of time left, but hopefully we get a 2-pounder. If not, I'm sure I'll be back. I keep getting tench, to be fair. It's the first crucian I've had in 6 tench, I suppose. So hopefully there's a bigger one out there for me. And maybe even a little bonus £2 roach would be handy. I'm just going to keep plugging away and see what comes. I'm still on the maggot. I'm still on the maggot and the ground bait with a couple of little casters in there. But, I'm just plugging away. I've noticed that most bites come pretty much from the same sort of spot. Instead of casting about, it's handy to get straight back on the same sweet spot. That's what I've noticed. So just going to keep plugging away and hopefully a better one will come along, you know. Another little crucian. Swim slowed down for a bit, like had a manic like hour and a half, and then it slowed right down, struggling to get bites. I got knocks every time the feeder's going in, but I gather it's just fish attacking the feeder. But just scaled down, put on a single maggot. I've been fishing the 2. Put on a single maggot, and this is the result. So hopefully there'll be a couple more to follow. Still creeping up, look, £1 7 ounce. What a beauty that is. Still ain't hit the target, but I'm well happy with that. Well happy with that. Still on the ground bait, single white maggot that. I've shortened the hook length a little bit so it's nearer the feeder. Just trying to tweak it really. Just trying to earn it, but well happy with that. Just topped it again. I don't want to keep mucking about with the old camera now because I'm running out of battery and all the rest of it, but I've only just gone and put that 1.8 back. No, 1.7. I've got a 1.9. Look at that rascal. It's on the cards. Things are looking my way, aren't they? Surely to God. I don't want to keep mucking about. I want to get fishing. Right then, I set out to get myself a £2 crucian carp today. And they've been getting bigger slowly as the day's gone on, and I've still got a little bit of time on my hands, and he's only gone and done it, hasn't he? Check that rascal out. Check it out. Beautiful fish that is. I just love it when the plan comes together. I think they go a little bit bigger in here, but if the day carries on, there might even be a bigger one on the cards, but I was happy at £1 7. And that's just smashed the life out of it. Look at that for a fish. What a beaut. Look at that. All day I've stuck with the feeder on the maggots. Single white maggot this one took. Saying that the last 3 crucians have been my best ones of the day, so if it follows in form, hopefully there might be a better one there for me still. But is that a pucker fish or what? LPB crucian, £2, look at that.
Right, I've had a right slow day. I've got a little different method mixed to Evan's. All of a sudden I've nicked a bit of his ground bait and he's paid off within about 10 minutes.
And casting his swim.
And casting his swim. And using his maggots.
And use, what was that on? A single white? Oh, no doubt.
Single white, yeah, single white top tips.
Talk about murder the techers. But still.
Finally had one.
Still, that's what they bring.
One of the smallest of the day, but.
Happy, one happy guy, look.
Happy angler.
Oh, ginger beard. Take that.
Bosh.
It's the end of the session over here at Berry Hills. We had a good session really, had 30 plus crucians, I had probably 7-8 tench. Noel's had a decent pound roach. He's had a few crucians, a few tench. It's been a good session. We've done a bit of feeder fishing kills it over here, but I can't wait to get back.